So we spoke recently about the phrase give place to. And so that opens up the question, well, what does that look like? Well, there are things in our lives. We have this space in our lives, and what do we fill that with? And do we have boundaries around ourselves, or do we have gates? Do we have gates that things come through? And what those boundaries, those gates look like is things that we have adopted as standards. So standards, like for instance, in our world we have standards. Let's talk about the Constitution of the United States. Much concern in recent years is this constitutional? Is the Constitution being eroded? So for the United States of America, that has been a very long-standing kind of standard. But then on top of that Constitution, there's the Universal Commercial Code. It's a book that would fill this car or more actually. And so somebody has created these standards that are in our country. They are purported to be laws or to be things that you have to adhere to in order to be a part of the American society. So these are things that we deem to be true. So then when we look at ourselves and what we give place to, and we have to ask ourselves, what are our standards? What are the laws that our personal lives, now I'm not talking about laws of the exterior world, the Constitution, but I am talking about our own personal Constitution. What is it that we will not compromise on? And the travesty, I believe, today is that we have somehow or another been persuaded that we do not know, or we do not have the capacity to create our own personal Constitution. And my purpose, my true purpose, is to encourage every single human being alive to explore this. Now, that's not to say that you can't adopt some tried and true concept. That's, it's pretty obvious. Anybody that knows me, I have a pretty strong set of standards that have nothing to do with what I have created, but they absolutely and completely have to do with what I have given place to. Would love to just continue, even on a personal level, this conversation. And pretty amazing stuff if you just explore how we truly are set up as human beings, and the power that there is in creating your own personal constitution that you operate by. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and live this day in gratitude.